Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tease. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much.
It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Powerful running here. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. The Canes will line up now. It's first and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown for the U. Setting the tone early on offense.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Bringing it out. It's Tease. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught in the backfield. It's Campbell. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Back to throw. It's Reed. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
The Hurricanes will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some pop.
Well, he scrambled and scrambled, doesn't get the ball away, and is finally dropped for a sack. Well, that time they were not going to let this speedy quarterback get away. They dropped him in the backfield.
Man, that is a major accomplishment to be able to get after him. We can see what he can do with his legs even on the previous play. Anytime you can corral him, you're just trying to keep him in the pocket, let alone have an opportunity to bring him down for a loss on a sack. Great job by the defense.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Back in motion now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Running out of time. This one ends up a safety.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And this offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. He'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run?
And the ball to the ground.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The first down pickup tackled at the 45. And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Looking to make a big play downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Oh, that one's picked off. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Reed. That's a safety for the defense.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll kick it away from the 20. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. The pressure still can't get him. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Dropping back. It's Reed. Throw to the running back in the flat. Gets into space at the 50. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down to the 25 and move him closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Got a lane, can he get in? It's a solid game to pick up the 1st down on what will be likely the final play of this 1st quarter. The Aggies line it up with 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Point after, knocked right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd down after that previous play. Sticking with the running game. Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away.
Looking for a deep completion. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Important second down play coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's going to launch it deep again. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
The ball carrier recovers it, and the offense will keep possession.
He catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing routes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to...
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tease. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry up.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Completion makes it second down. Here's that defense shifting again. It's a quick grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to chuck it again. Defense is coming after him. Caught over the middle. It's Campbell. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
As the first down still on the move. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. First down here for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Pressure is coming. He'll take a deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. The offense really clicking here. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Let's fly to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. Bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The Canes will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the ball rolls dead. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Getting set. Here's second down. To the air. It's Reed. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
I mean, it's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Bringing it out. It's Tease. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw. It's Reed. Running out of time in the pocket. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
They'll avoid the sack, but it's brought down after a short gain. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, at this point, the offensive coordinator has to think about going to the other quarterback. That's his 4th interception in this game alone. He's throwing the ball into coverage, and the defense is making him pay for it.
Long enough and good. And they add to their lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. And they get the second half started with their running play. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Now it's second down here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Passes the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Tease. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7. The Hurricanes are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Canes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll throw it now. The freshman with a little too much air under that one. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Touchdown for the U. And the route is on. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. On first down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Not much on that play, brought down short.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the pass is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Look out, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Canes. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Tease. He's tackled at the 17. So leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Here's the second down play. To throw, it's Reed. Snags the quick throw. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Pass is caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it to the left. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Really love the call here on third down to give the quarterback the option to either make the throw or hold down and keep it himself to be able to pick up first down yardage.
The shotgun handoff here. The ball is loose. It's a turnover.
Chris, and just like that, I think that'll be ball game. The one thing they couldn't do was turn the football over. They put it on the ground. The defense capitalizes, and I think that's going to be the ball game here in the national championship.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Receivers are bunched together. And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball. Get out of dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
Off the play fake on first down. He's running out of time here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Trying to get the throw off. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
After the big gain, the offense obviously declines the penalty. The Hurricanes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
And I hate to sit up here and second-guess the play caller, but why would you be throwing the football with the lead and we're under 3 minutes to go in the national championship? Now you give your opponent a real shot to get right back into the game. Yikes.
National champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding